They called for immediate identification verification when the unidentified woman approached the restricted naval facility. No military credentials, no authorized access. Protocol demanded immediate escort off base until Senior Chief Petty Officer Martinez noticed the tattoo on her forearm. His expression transformed instantly. Let her through. That's Trident 7. The civilian contractor they dismissed as support personnel was actually a decorated Navy SEAL who had been operating under deep cover for 18 months, and her mission had just been compromised by recognition. From which city in the world are you watching this video today? If you enjoy stories that reveal how the most extraordinary warriors often hide in the most ordinary places, consider subscribing for more content that explores the hidden heroism of those who serve beyond recognition. The morning sun cast sharp shadows across the secure perimeter of Naval Special Warfare Command when Commander Patricia Hayes entered the Personnel Verification Center at 0630 hours. The early shift security teams maintained their systematic processing of base access requests and identity confirmations, faces focused on credential verification displays, and background check workstations monitoring all personnel seeking access to classified naval facilities. Hayes moved with the precise efficiency of a career naval intelligence officer, her steaming coffee untouched as she approached Lieutenant Commander Robert Kim at the primary security coordination station. Facility access status, she said, her voice carrying the authority of 24 years in Naval Special Operations Security and Personnel Management. Lieutenant Commander Kim straightened from his position over detailed access control logs, his hands pausing over identity verification systems and background check databases. All authorized personnel processed and cleared for facility access, ma'am. Standard security protocols implemented for all visitors, contractors, and support personnel entering classified areas. He gestured toward the monitoring displays showing real-time personnel tracking throughout the naval facility. Security screening procedures report normal processing with no unusual access requests or identity verification anomalies. Hayes approached the security monitoring display, examining the comprehensive personnel tracking and access control systems. Recent contractor and support personnel verification status. All civilian contractors verified according to established security protocols, ma'am. Background checks current and access authorizations confirmed for all non-military personnel requiring facility entry. No security concerns or identity verification issues reported during current monitoring period. The commander's expression reflected the routine nature of security operations that maintain facility protection while enabling necessary civilian support for complex naval special operations activities and training programs. Personnel assignment tracking and clearance level verification. All personnel assignments documented and clearance levels verified, ma'am. Contractor rotations managed according to security requirements with appropriate oversight for all civilian personnel accessing classified areas or sensitive information. Hayes's eyes scanned the personnel tracking assignments and security clearance verification protocols. Continue standard security procedures. Ensure all personnel understand the critical security requirements and access control protocols for naval special operations facilities. As Kim coordinated the routine security activities, Hayes stepped away to review the complete personnel access reports. This wouldn't be the first routine security operation she had overseen, but the combination of ongoing special operations training and civilian contractor coordination created complex security challenges that required exceptional personnel verification and access control capabilities. 45 minutes later, with all security teams positioned and access control systems operational, Hayes made her way to the Senior Security Coordination Center. Lieutenant Commander Kim maintained standard access protocols. All personnel verification to be documented and processed according to established security procedures. The security operations continued throughout the complex where Technical Sergeant Lisa Phantom Rodriguez was conducting routine equipment maintenance in the civilian contractor support area. Her attention focused on communication systems and technical equipment, though her presence at the naval facility was part of a much more complex operational assignment than routine contractor duties suggested. Petty Officer First Class Michael Anchor Thompson, the facility security coordinator for the past 16 months, was reviewing access logs when Rodriguez approached. Standard morning briefing, all civilian contractors to assigned work areas, routine facility maintenance, and support activities, came the announcement over the facility internal communication system. Neither security specialist nor civilian contractor spoke as they systematically verified access authorizations and facility assignments, processing information with the methodical precision that came from extensive experience in naval security operations and facility management. Only when they were reviewing specific personnel access patterns did Thompson break the professional silence. "Another routine day for civilian contractor coordination?" he asked, scanning the access control reports with practiced efficiency. Rodriguez shook her head, studying the detailed security protocols and personnel tracking displayed on the facility monitoring systems. Access patterns suggest normal contractor activities, but security protocols indicate ongoing classified operations that require enhanced personnel verification and access control. 15th week of routine contractor operations, Thompson noted with professional awareness. Either civilian support requirements have stabilized or security protocols are effectively managing complex operational security during ongoing naval special operations activities. Whatever the operational requirements, standard security procedures apply, Rodriguez replied, her face reflecting the professional focus that had enabled her to maintain operational security while conducting complex missions under civilian contractor cover. Among naval special operations communities, her ability to operate under deep cover while maintaining mission effectiveness had become legendary, though her true identity remained classified beyond the knowledge of routine security personnel. As they approached their assigned work areas, Rodriguez performed her standard operational assessment with characteristic attention to security protocols, her trained awareness detecting any potential security risks or operational complications that might compromise her ongoing mission requirements. Behind her, Thompson conducted routine security coordination, though with standard attention to routine contractor management rather than the complex operational security requirements that Rodriguez's presence actually represented. "Remember Norfolk?" Thompson asked through casual conversation as they settled into their work assignments. "Different operational environment," Rodriguez replied carefully, maintaining her civilian contractor cover while referring to her extensive naval special operations background that remained classified. "That was conventional naval operations. This facility involves specialized training and operational coordination. As work assignments were established and routine contractor protocols activated, neither security coordinator nor civilian contractor revealed the complex operational security requirements that Rodriguez's deep cover mission actually represented, though her presence indicated ongoing classified naval special operations that extended far beyond routine facility maintenance. The facility security team established comprehensive access monitoring, received updated personnel verification requirements, and settled into the systematic attention that accompanied routine facility security and civilian contractor coordination. From their positions, they could monitor personnel access across the entire facility while maintaining appropriate security oversight for all classified areas and sensitive operations. In the Security Coordination Center, Commander Hayes stood monitoring multiple access control stations, displaying real-time personnel tracking and security verification across dozens of facility areas and classified operational spaces. "Security assessment for current operational period," she asked. "Standard security posture maintained with normal personnel access patterns, ma'am," Kim replied. "Civilian contractor activities proceeding according to established protocols with appropriate security oversight and access control." Hayes's expression reflected the routine effectiveness of security operations that maintain facility protection while enabling complex naval special operations training and operational coordination. "Establish communication with Facility Security Coordinator." The communication link activated immediately. Hayes's voice filled the security coordination systems. "Anchor Control, this is Security Command. Your primary mission is continued personnel verification and access control coordination. Enhanced security protocols are authorized for any unusual access patterns or identity verification anomalies. Acknowledge. Security Command. Anchor Control acknowledges enhanced security protocols," Thompson responded, his voice reflecting professional security awareness despite the routine nature of current facility operations. Enhanced security protocols meant he was authorized to implement additional verification procedures if standard access control proved inadequate for current security requirements. It was standard procedure for complex security situations involving classified operations and civilian contractor coordination. Maintaining their security positions, the facility team tracked personnel access and verification patterns across the entire naval facility, feeding real-time security assessment to the Command Coordination Center. Their training included extensive preparation for exactly this type of complex security scenario, involving civilian contractor coordination during ongoing classified naval special operations. Detecting unusual access request from unidentified individual, Thompson reported through the security network. Person requesting facility access without proper credentials or authorization documentation. Hayes confirmed the access request through her security monitoring systems. Confirmed. Individual approaching main security checkpoint without proper military identification or civilian contractor authorization. Implementing standard security response protocols. The facility's comprehensive security systems allowed them to detect and respond to all unauthorized access attempts with exceptional effectiveness, providing crucial security for naval special operations and classified training activities. Security assessment in 60 seconds. Thompson reported back to command, preparing to implement standard security response procedures for unauthorized facility access attempts. As the security response proceeded according to established protocols, both security coordinators focused on determining the identity and intentions of the individual attempting unauthorized access to the classified naval facility. When the unauthorized individual finally reached the main security checkpoint, Thompson made a routine security challenge that was part of standard facility protection procedures. This is a restricted naval facility, he announced through the security intercom system, following established protocols for unauthorized access attempts. The individual before the security checkpoint represented a routine security challenge. No proper identification, no facility access authorization, and what appeared to be civilian personnel attempting to access classified naval special operations facilities without appropriate security clearance or verification. Security Command, Anchor Control. We have individual at main checkpoint requesting facility access without proper identification or authorization. Implementing standard security response protocols, Thompson reported with professional precision. In the Security Coordination Center, this report generated routine security response procedures. Commander Hayes coordinated with facility security while monitoring the access control situation for potential security implications or operational considerations. Back at the security checkpoint, Thompson prepared to implement standard security procedures while maintaining appropriate facility protection protocols for unauthorized access attempts involving unidentified individuals. Ma'am, this is a restricted naval facility. You'll need to provide proper identification and facility access authorization before entry can be permitted, Thompson announced through the security checkpoint communication system. The response came with unexpected confidence despite the obvious lack of proper credentials or facility access authorization. I understand facility. Security requirements. I need to speak with Senior Chief Martinez regarding urgent operational coordination that requires immediate attention, came the response from the unidentified individual. This communication created immediate attention at the security checkpoint, though the individual's knowledge of specific naval personnel suggested some familiarity with facility operations despite the lack of proper identification or access authorization. Ma'am, Senior Chief Martinez can be contacted through proper channels. You'll need to provide identification and explain your business before any facility access can be authorized, Thompson responded, following established security protocols while gathering additional information about the unauthorized access attempt. Before the security situation could be resolved through standard procedures, Senior Chief Petty Officer Martinez approached the security checkpoint, having been alerted to the access control situation involving someone requesting to speak with him specifically. What's the security situation, Thompson? Martinez asked, assuming that the unauthorized access attempt was routine civilian confusion about facility access requirements. Individual requesting facility access without proper identification, Senior Chief. says she needs to speak with you about urgent operational coordination, Thompson reported. Martinez approached the security checkpoint to assess the situation directly, intending to clarify any confusion and ensure appropriate security protocols were followed for unauthorized access attempts. When Martinez observed the individual at the security checkpoint, something fundamental changed in his recognition and understanding of the security situation they were confronting. As the individual turned toward Martinez, he noticed details that completely altered his assessment of the unauthorized access attempt and the identity of the person seeking facility entry. Martinez's attention focused on a distinctive tattoo visible on the individual's forearm, a design that carried specific significance within naval special operations communities and that indicated operational history and qualifications that transcended standard facility access requirements. Thompson stepped back from the checkpoint. Martinez ordered with sudden authority that suggested recognition of circumstances beyond routine security protocols. The tattoo Martinez had observed was a Navy SEAL Trident insignia with specific operational modifications that indicated exceptional service history and operational qualifications that were immediately recognizable to experienced naval special operations personnel. Senior Chief Thompson asked, confused by the sudden change in Martinez's approach to what had appeared to be a routine, unauthorized access situation. Instead of explaining the recognition that had changed his assessment, Martinez addressed the individual directly with a level of respect that indicated understanding of qualifications and operational history that weren't apparent to routine security personnel. Ma'am, please proceed to the secure briefing area. Thompson, coordinate immediate access authorization and notify Commander Hayes that we have a priority operational consultation requiring immediate attention, Martinez announced. This sudden authorization created immediate confusion among security personnel who had been implementing standard unauthorized access protocols. But Martinez's authority and obvious recognition suggested circumstances beyond routine facility security procedures. Senior Chief, this individual doesn't have proper identification or access authorization, Thompson reminded Martinez, following established security protocols despite the obvious change in Martinez's assessment. The identification she's carrying is more significant than any facility access card, Martinez replied, referring to operational qualifications and service history that were indicated by recognition beyond standard credential verification. As the individual was escorted to the secure briefing area, Martinez contacted Commander Hayes to explain the operational significance of the apparent unauthorized access attempt. Ma'am, we have a situation that requires immediate operational briefing. The individual at the checkpoint is carrying operational credentials that indicate exceptional naval special operations qualifications and possible ongoing classified mission coordination, Martinez reported. Commander Hayes arrived at the secure briefing area to assess the situation and understand the operational circumstances that had led to Martinez's immediate authorization of facility access despite the apparent lack of standard credentials. Explain the operational situation and the basis for immediate access authorization, Hayes requested. Martinez indicated the distinctive tattoo that had changed his recognition of the individual's qualifications and operational status. Ma'am, that's a Navy SEAL Trident with operational modifications indicating exceptional service history. The specific design elements indicate participation in classified operations that exceed standard naval special operations qualifications, Martinez explained. Commander Hayes examined the tattoo and recognized the operational significance that Martinez had identified, understanding that the individual's presence represented circumstances beyond routine civilian contractor coordination or unauthorized access attempts. State your operational designation and mission requirements, Hayes requested from the individual who had been seeking facility access. Trident 7, ma'am. Deep cover operational assignment requiring immediate mission coordination due to potential compromise of operational security through unexpected recognition, came the response that immediately clarified the true nature of the facility access situation. This operational designation created immediate understanding among the assembled naval personnel that they were dealing with an active Navy SEAL conducting classified deep cover operations rather than unauthorized civilian access attempts. Senior Chief, clear the immediate area and implement operational security protocols for classified mission coordination, Hayes ordered, recognizing that the situation involved ongoing naval special operations that required appropriate security and operational coordination. The individual who had appeared to be an unauthorized civilian was actually Technical Sergeant Lisa Phantom Rodriguez, a decorated Navy SEAL who had been conducting deep cover operations for 18 months while maintaining civilian contractor cover for complex operational security requirements. Ma'am, operational cover may be compromised due to recognition by facility personnel. Request immediate mission reassessment and potential extraction coordination, Rodriguez reported with characteristic operational professionalism. Commander Hayes coordinated immediate secure briefing to assess the operational implications of Rodriguez's potential cover compromise and to determine appropriate mission continuation or modification procedures. The deep cover operation Rodriguez had been conducting involved intelligence collection and operational coordination that required civilian contractor status to enable access to operational areas and information sources that would be unavailable to obvious military personnel. Operational assessment indicates mission effectiveness may be compromised, but critical intelligence collection has been completed according to mission parameters, Rodriguez reported during the secure operational briefing. Hayes coordinated with senior naval special operations leadership to determine appropriate response to the operational situation and to assess the intelligence value of Rodriguez's deep cover mission despite the potential compromise of her civilian contractor cover. The intelligence Rodriguez had collected during 18 months of deep cover operations provided critical information about potential security threats and operational vulnerabilities that required immediate analysis and operational response coordination. Mission intelligence indicates significant security concerns requiring immediate operational attention and enhanced facility security protocols, Rodriguez reported. Commander Hayes implemented immediate operational security enhancements based on Rodriguez's intelligence collection while coordinating appropriate recognition and mission completion procedures for her exceptional deep cover operational performance. The case became a precedent for the effectiveness of deep cover operations conducted by Naval Special Operations personnel operating under civilian contractor status for extended intelligence collection and operational coordination missions. Rodriguez's ability to maintain operational security while conducting complex intelligence collection under civilian cover demonstrated exceptional professional capabilities and operational discipline that exceeded standard naval special operations training requirements. The intelligence collection she had achieved through deep cover operations was incorporated into naval security training as an example of how individual operational excellence could enable successful missions when conventional approaches were inadequate for operational requirements. Naval Special Operations personnel throughout the community gained increased awareness of the importance of operational security and cover maintenance during complex intelligence operations requiring extended civilian interaction and facility access. Security organizations used Rodriguez's case as an example of how individual operational excellence and cover discipline could enhance institutional security capabilities while enabling critical intelligence collection through innovative operational approaches. Rodriguez's progression from unrecognized civilian contractor to acknowledged Naval Special Operations professional demonstrated the value of maintaining operational security and recognizing exceptional performance regardless of apparent status or role assignment. 6 months after the operational completion, Rodriguez was promoted to Chief Petty Officer and assigned to Advanced Special Operations Coordination duties, where her demonstrated expertise could be utilized for enhanced naval special operations effectiveness. Her cover maintenance techniques were formalized and incorporated into standard deep cover operations procedures, ensuring that her individual innovations would benefit future naval special operations and enhance effectiveness for naval special warfare personnel. The operational coordination she had provided became a case study in naval special operations leadership training, demonstrating how individual operational excellence and cover discipline could address security challenges and enhance operational effectiveness during classified mission requirements. The deep cover techniques Rodriguez had developed were adopted throughout naval special operations communities worldwide, influencing operational security and cover maintenance training for thousands of naval personnel and enhancing institutional capabilities for complex intelligence operations. A year after the operational completion, Rodriguez received the Navy Commendation Medal for her deep cover operations coordination and the Achievement Medal for her contributions to naval security and operational procedure development. Her personnel file was updated to reflect her exceptional operational capabilities and cover maintenance expertise, ensuring that her qualifications would be properly recognized and utilized for future naval special operations and intelligence coordination activities. The security procedures that had nearly compromised Rodriguez's cover operations were systematically reviewed and improved, leading to enhanced operational security awareness and more sophisticated cover maintenance protocols that protected deep cover naval special operations personnel. Chief Petty Officer Rodriguez continued serving in advanced naval special operations coordination roles, but her experience with deep cover operations and operational security remained classified at levels that prevented complete public acknowledgement of her contributions to naval special warfare effectiveness. The operational coordination techniques she had developed during her deep cover mission were incorporated into standard naval special operations doctrine, improving operational capabilities for future missions and enhancing institutional capabilities for complex deep cover operations and intelligence coordination. Her legacy extended beyond individual recognition to institutional improvements in naval special operations procedures, operational security capabilities, and understanding of how individual operational excellence could enhance naval effectiveness when properly recognized and utilized for mission requirements. The facility security personnel whose recognition had ended her cover mission remained grateful for the intelligence she had collected, with many requesting Rodriguez's operational consultation for subsequent complex security operations based on confidence in her exceptional expertise and operational capabilities. Chief Petty Officer Lisa Phantom Rodriguez had transformed from an unrecognized civilian contractor to a legendary figure whose operational techniques and dedication influenced an entire generation of naval special operations personnel and enhanced institutional capabilities for deep cover operations and intelligence coordination. Her willingness to maintain operational cover despite recognition challenges had enabled critical intelligence collection and changed how naval special operations understood the importance of cover discipline and operational security for effective mission completion and institutional protection. The tattoo that had revealed her true identity continued to influence naval special operations recognition procedures, as her operational history and cover maintenance techniques were adopted by naval personnel worldwide and became standard capabilities for naval special warfare operations. Her story demonstrated that true naval effectiveness sometimes required maintaining operational cover despite recognition risks, and that individual operational excellence could create systematic improvements in naval special operations that benefited countless naval personnel and enhanced mission effectiveness. The deep cover operations that had begun as intelligence collection had evolved into a new model for naval special operations that balanced individual operational excellence with institutional security, ensuring that cover maintenance could be achieved effectively while providing appropriate recognition and coordination with established naval special operations procedures. Rodriguez's transformation from unrecognized contractor to acknowledged naval special operations professional became a permanent reminder that naval personnel could make their greatest contributions by combining operational expertise with cover discipline and willingness to maintain mission security regardless of personal recognition or career advancement considerations. 5 years later, Senior Chief Petty Officer Lisa Rodriguez was selected to lead the Naval Special Warfare Command's Advanced Deep Cover Operations and Intelligence Coordination Division, where her personal experience with cover maintenance informed comprehensive improvements to naval special operations procedures and operational security training protocols. Her graduate research on naval special operations coordination became classified doctrine that influenced operational procedures throughout naval special warfare, establishing protocols that enabled individual operational excellence while maintaining institutional security and coordination with established naval special operations requirements. The operational coordination networks she had developed during her deep cover mission were expanded into comprehensive systems, enabling real-time coordination between naval special operations personnel and intelligence experts during complex operational security situations and deep cover missions worldwide. Her promotion to senior leadership positions was attributed to the visibility her operational coordination had gained through the intelligence collection mission, but primarily to the consistent excellence and operational commitment that had originally motivated her comprehensive cover maintenance despite recognition challenges. The naval personnel who had supported her operational coordination from security centers were tracked throughout their subsequent careers, with many receiving specialized training and assignments based on their demonstrated ability to support advanced naval operations under challenging circumstances. The operational coordination recordings and deep cover mission documentation were archived as part of Naval Special Operations history collections, serving as permanent examples of how individual operational excellence and cover discipline could enable successful missions that enhanced institutional naval capabilities. Naval Special Operations coordination procedures implemented as a result of Rodriguez's deep cover mission prevented numerous operational security failures over the following years, ensuring that cover maintenance expertise could be utilized effectively regardless of administrative or personnel recognition obstacles that might compromise essential operational capabilities. Her legacy extended beyond personal recognition to institutional improvements that ensured future generations of naval personnel would have proper training and support for deep cover operations while maintaining the individual operational excellence that had made her cover maintenance successful. The operational coordination techniques she had pioneered during her deep cover mission became standard training for Naval Special Operations personnel assigned to complex intelligence operations, ensuring that her innovations would continue to enhance naval effectiveness for decades. Rodriguez's subsequent career in Naval Special Operations coordination enabled her to implement systemic improvements based on her personal experience with cover maintenance, creating lasting positive impact on Naval Special Operations policies and procedures that enhanced operational effectiveness and intelligence coordination. The deep cover operations transformation from intelligence collection to institutional learning created a permanent example of how individual operational excellence could address security challenges while influencing systematic improvements in Naval Special Operations capabilities and operational security procedures. Naval Special Operations Organization's confidence in operational procedures was enhanced by witnessing how individual operational excellence could ensure effective cover maintenance even when institutional mechanisms were inadequate or unavailable for immediate response to operational security requirements and intelligence coordination emergencies. The operational coordination techniques that had enabled successful intelligence collection became symbolic of naval excellence and individual commitment to operational security, representing values that enabled effective naval coordination under the most challenging operational circumstances and institutional limitations. Rodriguez's story continued to inspire Naval Special Operations personnel to maintain operational excellence and cover discipline while serving in complex roles, ensuring that deep cover capabilities could be applied to intelligence coordination when naval operations required enhanced operational security or intelligence collection support. The civilian contractor cover that had begun as operational security became the foundation for a career dedicated to ensuring that Naval Special Operations personnel would have proper training and institutional support for deep cover operations while maintaining the individual operational excellence that enabled effective response to intelligence collection emergencies. Master Chief Petty Officer Lisa Rodriguez retired after 28 years of distinguished service, having transformed from an unrecognized civilian contractor conducting deep cover operations to one of the most influential advocates for systematic naval special operations policies and procedures. Her career progression from unrecognized cover operative to senior leader responsible for naval special operations demonstrated how individual experiences with operational security could inform systematic improvements that benefited entire naval communities and the intelligence operations they supported. The naval facilities where her identity had first been revealed became the foundation for global naval special operations coordination networks that continued to enable operational assistance decades after her retirement from active naval service. The naval personnel who had recognized her operational qualifications continued to serve with distinction, carrying forward the operational techniques and individual excellence that had characterized that intelligence collection mission throughout their subsequent naval careers and special operations assignments. Her legacy was permanently enhanced by the demonstration that individual operational excellence and cover discipline could achieve results that exceeded institutional capabilities while creating systematic improvements that enabled better naval coordination for future generations of naval personnel and intelligence operations requiring enhanced operational security during complex naval emergencies. The tattoo that had revealed her true identity during the cover compromise continued to influence naval special operations decades later, representing the pinnacle of operational coordination excellence and individual commitment to mission effectiveness that enabled naval operations under the most challenging circumstances. Her deep cover operations had demonstrated that sometimes the most important naval contributions came not from following standard procedures, but from having the operational expertise and individual initiative to maintain cover discipline when intelligence collection and national security were at stake. The legacy of Master Chief Petty Officer Lisa Rodriguez continued to influence naval excellence long after her retirement from naval service, ensuring that her example of operational coordination and cover discipline would inspire naval excellence for generations to come. The deep cover operation that had been maintained through exceptional operational security had become a permanent symbol of how individual naval expertise could overcome institutional limitations and create lasting improvements in naval special operations procedures and intelligence coordination capabilities that benefited countless naval personnel and enhanced naval special warfare effectiveness worldwide. Her transformation from unrecognized civilian contractor to influential naval leader remained a permanent inspiration for naval personnel, demonstrating how individual operational expertise could influence naval special operations at the highest levels while creating institutional improvements that ensured comprehensive utilization of operational excellence for mission effectiveness and intelligence coordination. The naval facility where her cover had been compromised had evolved into a legacy of naval excellence that influenced naval special operations coordination doctrine, training, and effectiveness at the highest levels of naval leadership and special warfare management worldwide. Technical Sergeant Lisa "Phantom" Rodriguez had become Master Chief Petty Officer Lisa Rodriguez, but her greatest legacy remained the demonstration that individual operational coordination and cover discipline could achieve results that seemed impossible and create institutional improvements that benefited countless naval special operations personnel and enhanced naval special warfare effectiveness for generations to come. The immediate aftermath of the deep cover operation completion created unprecedented analysis throughout the naval special operations community, as operational security experts and naval strategists examined how a single deep cover operative had fundamentally collected critical intelligence over 18 months and revealed significant gaps in standard naval security procedures and cover maintenance protocols. Within hours of the operational debriefing, classified naval analyses were being distributed among special operations commands worldwide, documenting Rodriguez's cover maintenance techniques and analyzing how her deep cover expertise had exposed critical weaknesses in institutional naval security capabilities and operational coordination preparation procedures. Naval Special Operations Training Centers initiated comprehensive review of deep cover curricula to incorporate lessons learned from Rodriguez's operational security, recognizing that her individual expertise had revealed critical deficiencies in conventional cover maintenance capabilities and intelligence collection preparation procedures. The dozens of intelligence targets who had been successfully monitored by Rodriguez's deep cover operations provided validation of her role in collecting critical intelligence from their perspective as subjects of her surveillance coordination, demonstrating how her cover maintenance had enabled intelligence collection that conventional naval operations had been unable to achieve despite sophisticated monitoring systems. Naval operational psychologists studied the psychological impact of Rodriguez's cover maintenance techniques on operational effectiveness, documenting how her civilian contractor approach had enabled intelligence access that conventional naval personnel had been unable to achieve despite standard operational procedures and security protocols. The intelligence analysis Rodriguez had conducted during her deep cover assignment was systematically examined and incorporated into naval intelligence databases, providing crucial information about security vulnerabilities and operational threats that had been unavailable through conventional intelligence collection methods. Naval organizations throughout the military reported significant improvements in their cover maintenance procedures and operational security following implementation of reforms based on lessons learned from Rodriguez's deep cover expertise and successful intelligence collection. Naval Special Operations personnel throughout all services gained increased awareness of their responsibility for comprehensive cover discipline and operational security understanding during complex intelligence operations, recognizing that their expertise could have far-reaching implications for mission effectiveness and operational coordination. Naval historians began documenting Rodriguez's deep cover operations as a watershed moment in operational security procedures, demonstrating how individual expertise and cover maintenance could influence intelligence outcomes and create lasting improvements in institutional naval capabilities and procedures. The cover maintenance techniques Rodriguez had employed during her intelligence collection were analyzed and systematized by naval technical experts, who identified innovative operational security and intelligence coordination approaches that exceeded capabilities of existing naval doctrine and special operations training. International naval special operations organizations requested access to training materials based on Rodriguez's cover maintenance techniques, recognizing that her individual innovations could enhance operational security capabilities for allied naval forces worldwide. Naval leadership development programs incorporated Rodriguez's decision-making during the intelligence operation as a case study in professional courage and individual responsibility for mission effectiveness, demonstrating how deep cover personnel could influence outcomes at the highest levels of naval operations. The naval security analysts whose standard procedures had been inadequate for operational security received additional training and revised protocols, with many acknowledging that Rodriguez's case had revealed systematic weaknesses in their cover maintenance approaches and operational security methods. Naval Special Operations education institutions modified their curricula to emphasize the importance of comprehensive cover discipline and operational security understanding, using Rodriguez's deep cover expertise as a model for potential capabilities in standard naval preparation and cover maintenance procedures. The operational security techniques that had enabled Rodriguez's intelligence collection were preserved and studied as models for cover maintenance expertise development during complex naval operations, with analysis revealing innovative approaches to maintaining operational security under challenging intelligence and coordination conditions. Naval special operations communities worldwide studied Rodriguez's cover maintenance techniques during intelligence collection, identifying systematic approaches to operational security awareness and cover coordination that could enhance intelligence collection capabilities during complex operational environments and mission situations. The naval precedents established by Rodriguez's operational security influenced intelligence coordination procedures for years, with her cover maintenance techniques and operational discipline methods being cited in subsequent naval operations as examples of the importance of comprehensive operational awareness and intelligence collection coordination. Naval Special Operations personnel selection criteria were modified to identify individuals with the operational security understanding and cover maintenance capabilities that Rodriguez had demonstrated, ensuring that future naval units would benefit from personnel capable of similar systematic operational security analysis and intelligence coordination. The cover maintenance training programs Rodriguez developed based on her intelligence collection experience became standard curricula at naval special operations schools worldwide, influencing operational security and intelligence coordination training for thousands of naval personnel. Naval Special Operations Ethics Training incorporated Rodriguez's operational security as an example of how individual expertise could ensure appropriate intelligence outcomes, demonstrating the responsibility of all naval personnel for maintaining comprehensive operational awareness and mission preparedness. The communication networks that had been established to share lessons learned from Rodriguez's intelligence collection continued to facilitate improvements in operational coordination procedures, creating ongoing dialogue between cover maintenance, operational security, and intelligence coordination communities about operational techniques and intelligence collection preparation. Naval technology development programs incorporated operational security innovations based on Rodriguez's cover maintenance techniques, leading to improved intelligence assessment systems and procedures for maintaining operational effectiveness during complex naval operations and cover coordination situations. The operational awareness and intelligence knowledge Rodriguez had demonstrated during her intelligence collection influence training programs for naval personnel operating in complex environments where cover maintenance expertise and operational considerations intersected with mission effectiveness requirements. Naval contracting organizations analyzed Rodriguez's systematic approach to operational security to develop improved procedures for civilian contractors supporting naval operations, ensuring that civilian naval personnel understood their responsibilities for mission effectiveness compliance and operational coordination. The operational advocacy skills Rodriguez had demonstrated during her intelligence collection were studied and incorporated into training programs for naval personnel who might serve as cover coordinators during complex operational situations, improving their ability to develop operational security effectively and maintain intelligence credibility under mission pressure. Naval resource management organizations studied Rodriguez's intelligence preparation during deep cover assignment activities, developing improved procedures for supporting operational coordination and intelligence collection during extended naval operations without conventional operational security support. The leadership qualities Rodriguez had demonstrated through her willingness to maintain cover discipline despite recognition challenges provided examples of naval leadership that were incorporated into Naval Special Operations leadership development programs at all levels of command and professional education. Naval quality assurance organizations analyzed Rodriguez's attention to detail during operational assessment to identify best practices for maintaining naval standards and procedures during challenging operational conditions when institutional oversight might be limited or unavailable. The strategic thinking Rodriguez had demonstrated through her systematic operational security provided examples of long-term planning and institutional awareness that were incorporated into advanced naval education and strategic leadership development programs. Naval environmental awareness training was enhanced based on Rodriguez's techniques for operating effectively in challenging operational environments while maintaining focus on intelligence collection and mission responsibilities during extended naval operations. The information management capabilities Rodriguez had demonstrated during complex intelligence coordination influence training programs throughout the Naval Special Operations and Operational Coordination communities, improving capabilities for organizing and presenting operational information during complex mission and intelligence collection processes. Naval organizational development specialists analyzed the impact of Rodriguez's intelligence collection on institutional learning, documenting how individual cover maintenance expertise could drive systematic improvements when conventional procedures were inadequate for addressing complex operational and intelligence collection challenges. The conflict resolution and operational skills Rodriguez had developed through her intelligence coordination provided models for enhancing naval personnel capabilities in cover maintenance situations and formal coordination processes during complex institutional and operational circumstances. Naval technology integration training was improved based on Rodriguez's effective use of multiple operational security and intelligence systems during naval operations, demonstrating how individual technical competence could enhance institutional effectiveness during complex operational and intelligence collection processes. The project management and intelligence coordination skills Rodriguez had demonstrated during the deep cover operation provided examples of effective mission management that were incorporated into Naval Special Operations training programs for personnel managing complex operational coordination and intelligence collection. Naval emergency response training incorporated Rodriguez's intelligence collection techniques under operational conditions, demonstrating how individual preparedness and systematic thinking could maintain mission effectiveness compliance and operational coordination during security threats and high-stress operational situations. The adaptability and learning capabilities Rodriguez had demonstrated throughout her intelligence coordination influence training programs for naval personnel operating in rapidly changing operational and intelligence environments where individual initiative was essential for mission effectiveness and institutional success. Naval strategic communication training was enhanced based on Rodriguez's effective coordination with diverse intelligence audiences during operational activities, improving capabilities for naval personnel communicating complex operational information during formal mission procedures and institutional decision-making processes. The risk assessment and intelligence decision-making skills Rodriguez had demonstrated throughout her operational security provided examples of effective mission risk management that were incorporated into training programs for naval personnel with cover maintenance and operational coordination responsibilities. Naval performance measurement organizations analyzed Rodriguez's systematic approach to intelligence coordination and operational security, developing improved evaluation procedures for naval personnel with cover maintenance and operational coordination responsibilities during complex mission assignments. The innovation and creative problem-solving Rodriguez had employed throughout her intelligence collection provided examples of effective naval innovation that were incorporated into naval special operations training programs emphasizing adaptive thinking and systematic problem-solving under operational conditions. Naval knowledge management training incorporated Rodriguez's techniques for organizing and analyzing operational information during complex intelligence coordination, improving capabilities for naval personnel managing large amounts of operational data during mission and intelligence collection processes. The stakeholder management and relationship building skills Rodriguez had developed through coordination with intelligence communities influenced training programs for naval personnel managing complex relationships during operational activities and institutional coordination functions. Naval succession planning procedures were modified based on analysis of how Rodriguez's intelligence coordination had created sustainable improvements in operational procedures that continued to benefit naval effectiveness long after her individual cover maintenance. The mentoring and development skills Rodriguez had demonstrated through her influence on naval training capabilities provided examples of professional development that were incorporated into naval special operations mentoring programs for personnel in cover maintenance and operational coordination roles. Naval change management training incorporated Rodriguez's techniques for influencing institutional naval procedures and operational practices during rapidly evolving mission situations where individual initiative could drive systematic improvements in institutional capabilities. The communication and coordination skills Rodriguez had demonstrated through effective interaction with diverse naval professionals influenced training programs for naval personnel assigned to complex coordination missions requiring interaction with multiple institutional and professional communities. Naval institutional memory programs documented Rodriguez's intelligence coordination techniques to ensure that her innovations would be preserved and transmitted to future generations of naval personnel with cover maintenance and operational coordination responsibilities. The decision-making frameworks Rodriguez had employed during complex intelligence operations under uncertainty provided models for improved cover maintenance decision-making training throughout naval special operations communities and professional education programs. Naval capability development programs incorporated Rodriguez's techniques for maximizing naval effectiveness with limited resources, improving training for personnel assigned to resource-constrained cover maintenance and operational coordination operations. The sustainability practices Rodriguez had developed during extended intelligence coordination provided models for improving naval environmental responsibility and resource conservation during operational activities and cover maintenance functions. Naval talent management organizations analyzed Rodriguez's career progression following her intelligence coordination, developing improved procedures for identifying and developing personnel with exceptional cover maintenance potential and operational coordination commitment. The intelligence coordination networks Rodriguez had influenced continued to provide operational benefits years after her cover maintenance, demonstrating the lasting impact of individual operational excellence on institutional naval capabilities and mission effectiveness. Naval Special Operations Doctrine Development incorporated Rodriguez's intelligence coordination techniques as formal operational procedures, ensuring that her individual innovations became standard capabilities available to future naval personnel with cover maintenance and operational coordination responsibilities. The cover maintenance training programs Rodriguez had influenced based on her operational security experience became standard curricula at naval special operations education institutions worldwide, influencing intelligence coordination training for thousands of naval special operations professionals. Naval research organizations conducted comprehensive studies of Rodriguez's intelligence coordination and cover maintenance, publishing classified analyses that influenced naval development and operational coordination doctrine at the highest levels of naval special operations leadership. The operational security innovations that had been developed based on Rodriguez's coordination techniques were incorporated into naval special operations procurement programs, improving cover maintenance capabilities for thousands of naval personnel worldwide engaged in operational activities and intelligence collection functions. Naval Special Operations historical preservation programs documented Rodriguez's intelligence coordination as a significant example of individual operational excellence, ensuring that her story would inspire future generations of naval personnel with operational coordination and cover maintenance responsibilities. The intelligence procedures Rodriguez had influenced during her cover maintenance became models for naval special operations that were adopted by Allied naval forces worldwide, demonstrating the international impact of her operational coordination and mission effectiveness expertise. Naval professional development organizations analyzed Rodriguez's career trajectory following her intelligence coordination, documenting how individual operational excellence could influence career progression and professional recognition within naval special operations and operational coordination communities. The operational leadership principles Rodriguez had demonstrated during her cover maintenance were incorporated into senior naval special operations leadership development programs, influencing naval leadership training at the highest levels of naval command and education. Naval strategic planning procedures incorporated Rodriguez's techniques for long-term intelligence coordination and institutional development, improving strategic planning capabilities for complex naval special operations and institutional development initiatives. The intelligence resilience and perseverance Rodriguez had demonstrated throughout her cover maintenance influence training programs designed to prepare naval special operations personnel for extended complex operational activities under challenging institutional and operational circumstances. Naval efficiency improvement programs analyzed Rodriguez's optimization of intelligence procedures during cover maintenance, developing enhanced methods for maximizing naval effectiveness with minimal resources during complex naval special operations and operational coordination activities. The intelligence coordination legacy Rodriguez had created through her cover maintenance continued to influence naval special operations effectiveness decades after her individual coordination, demonstrating the lasting impact of individual operational excellence on institutional naval capabilities. Naval career management programs incorporated lessons learned from Rodriguez's progression from unrecognized coordinator to senior naval leader, developing improved procedures for managing and developing personnel with exceptional operational and cover maintenance potential. The naval innovation culture Rodriguez had fostered through her cover maintenance influenced naval special operations organizational culture, encouraging individual initiative and operational creativity within appropriate institutional frameworks and professional oversight mechanisms. Naval transformation programs used Rodriguez's intelligence coordination as an example of how individual excellence could drive institutional change, demonstrating how naval innovation could emerge from individual initiative when conventional procedures were inadequate. The naval standards Rodriguez had established during her cover maintenance became benchmarks for naval special operations excellence, influencing performance standards and evaluation criteria for operational coordination and cover maintenance personnel. Naval institutional learning programs incorporated Rodriguez's intelligence coordination as a model for how organizations could learn from individual initiative and incorporate operational innovations into formal naval doctrine and procedures. The naval decision-making processes Rodriguez had employed during her cover maintenance influenced naval special operations decision-making training, improving operational judgment and decision-making capabilities for naval personnel at all levels. Naval innovation management programs analyzed Rodriguez's intelligence coordination techniques to understand how individual naval creativity could address institutional limitations and generate innovations that enhanced organizational naval effectiveness. The naval communication networks Rodriguez had influenced during her cover maintenance evolved into permanent naval special operations coordination infrastructure, providing lasting operational benefits that extended far beyond her individual contribution. Naval legacy programs documented Rodriguez's transformation from unrecognized coordinator to naval leader, demonstrating how individual operational excellence could influence careers and create lasting impact on naval special operations communities. The naval procedures Rodriguez had pioneered during her cover maintenance became fundamental elements of naval special operations doctrine, ensuring that her innovations would continue to influence naval operations for generations of naval special operations personnel. Admiral Lisa Rodriguez's retirement ceremony was attended by naval special operations personnel from around the world, recognizing her transformation from unrecognized coordinator to one of the most influential operational leaders in naval special operations history. The Naval Special Operations Facility at Naval Special Warfare Command Headquarters was renamed the Rodriguez Operational Excellence Center, in recognition of her contributions to naval coordination procedures and institutional development. Her doctoral dissertation on naval special operations coordination became required reading at naval schools worldwide, influencing strategic thinking about operational procedures and individual responsibility within institutional naval frameworks. The intelligence coordination techniques she had developed during her cover maintenance were incorporated into international naval special operations cooperation agreements, enabling enhanced naval coordination between allied naval forces during complex operational activities. Naval Special Operations personnel who had benefited from Rodriguez's intelligence coordination continued to serve with distinction throughout their careers, carrying forward the naval excellence and individual initiative that had characterized her coordination techniques. The naval networks she had influenced during her cover maintenance continued to provide operational benefits decades after her retirement, demonstrating the enduring impact of individual naval innovation on institutional naval capabilities. Rodriguez's memoir, when finally declassified and published, became an international bestseller and was translated into dozens of languages, inspiring naval excellence and individual initiative among naval special operations personnel worldwide. The Naval Coordination Museum at Naval Special Warfare Command Headquarters featured a permanent exhibit documenting Rodriguez's cover maintenance and its impact on naval special operations development, ensuring that her story would inspire future generations. International naval academies incorporated Rodriguez's intelligence coordination as a core case study in naval leadership and individual initiative, influencing naval special operations education and leadership development programs worldwide. The Rodriguez Foundation for Naval Excellence was established to provide educational opportunities for naval personnel developing intelligence coordination and operational coordination capabilities, extending Rodriguez's legacy beyond active naval service. Naval Special Operations Excellence competitions were established in Rodriguez's honor, encouraging continued innovation and excellence in naval coordination among naval personnel worldwide. The naval doctrine that had emerged from Rodriguez's cover maintenance continued to evolve and improve, ensuring that her legacy would continue to influence naval special operations effectiveness for decades to come. Naval historians documented Rodriguez's intelligence coordination as one of the most significant examples of individual naval excellence in naval special operations history, ensuring that her contributions would be permanently preserved. The naval leadership principles Rodriguez had demonstrated during her cover maintenance became standard elements of naval special operations leadership training, influencing naval leadership development at all levels of naval command. Naval special operations organizations worldwide continued to study Rodriguez's intelligence coordination techniques, seeking to understand and replicate the naval excellence she had demonstrated during her cover maintenance coordination. The intelligence operations she had conducted during her cover maintenance were commemorated in naval museums worldwide, ensuring that the intelligence targets who had been successfully monitored through her coordination would be remembered, and that her contributions to mission effectiveness would be permanently documented. Rodriguez's legacy extended beyond naval special operations communities to influence naval coordination and individual initiative training throughout all naval services, demonstrating the broad applicability of naval excellence and individual courage. The naval coordination innovations she had pioneered during her cover maintenance continued to inspire new generations of naval special operations personnel, ensuring that her legacy of naval excellence and individual initiative would endure indefinitely. The tattoo that had revealed her true identity during cover compromise had become legendary within naval special operations communities worldwide, representing the pinnacle of naval coordination excellence and individual commitment to mission effectiveness. Her transformation from unrecognized coordinator to influential naval leader remained a permanent inspiration for naval special operations personnel, demonstrating how individual naval courage could overcome institutional limitations and create lasting positive impact on naval special operations effectiveness. The naval coordination that had begun as deep cover assignment had evolved into a legacy of naval excellence that influenced naval special operations coordination doctrine, training, and effectiveness at the highest levels of naval leadership worldwide. Technical Sergeant Lisa Phantom Rodriguez had become Admiral Lisa Rodriguez, but her greatest legacy remained the demonstration that individual naval coordination and operational discipline could achieve results that seemed impossible and create institutional improvements that benefited countless naval special operations personnel. Her story continued to echo through naval special operations communities decades after her retirement, inspiring naval excellence, individual initiative, and commitment to mission effectiveness among naval personnel who carried forward her legacy of coordination excellence and naval leadership. The naval facilities where her identity had first been revealed had become symbols of naval excellence and individual commitment, representing the values that enabled naval effectiveness under the most challenging circumstances. Her naval coordination had demonstrated that sometimes the most important naval special operations contributions came not from following standard procedures, but from having the operational expertise and individual initiative to maintain cover discipline when intelligence collection and national security were at stake. The legacy of Admiral Lisa Rodriguez continued to influence naval special operations excellence long after her retirement from naval service, ensuring that her example of naval coordination and operational discipline would inspire naval excellence for generations to come. The deep cover operation that had been maintained through exceptional operational security had become a permanent symbol of how individual naval expertise could overcome institutional limitations and create lasting improvements in naval special operations procedures and intelligence coordination capabilities that benefited countless naval personnel and enhanced naval special warfare effectiveness worldwide.